Hey CrossFit Relentless athletes, welcome to the Being Relentless vlog. Let's jump into tomorrow's training day. We've got a nice skill practice EMOM for you like you've been seeing, but it's going to be focusing on more just straight pull-ups and then dips and muscle-ups. We'll go and look for that. Your coach might go ahead and have a slight variation on it. Go ahead and trust them and their knowledge if they play off of that structure. The workout is going to be, I think it's going to be a really fun one. It's going to be 10 rounds. It's going to be 5 front squats at 135-95. It's going to be 5 burpee box jump overs. Remember, burpee box jump overs, you do not need to extend your hip all the way. We're looking for burpee, get to the other side of the box. Burpee, get over the side of the box. These are going to be at 24 and 24 inches. Here's the goal for this workout. The goal is to go ahead and complete all front squats unbroken and complete them fast. If you're going to do an RX plus, the front squats turn into squat clean thrusters, same exact idea, same weight. This is a caveat that I challenge all of you guys to go ahead and have as well. It's not a goal, but this should be kind of that stretch goal if you want to go ahead and work on one additional thing. I think every time you do a burpee, right, jump onto the box, as soon as your feet hit the ground on the other side, you've got to go right back in and drop into your next burpee and get over the box. So that means the only place you can rest during burpee box jumps is either after you complete 5 or on the top of the box. There is no resting on the ground. Other than that, guys, accessory work is pretty simple. It's just going to be 2 rounds, 30 face pulls, 30 band pull aparts for the upper back. Yeah, it should be super fun. It's 10 rounds. It's supposed to be quick, dirty, right? Hit all the movements hard and fast. Guys, let's go ahead and talk about the mobility and stability of the day. Mobility, we're talking about hips and hamstrings, guys. We got a fair amount of squatting and, of course, a lot of burpees, guys. One thing that people don't realize is that your low back can actually be lit up quite a bit when you go ahead and pop your butt, go ahead and jump up. If your hamstrings are too tight, you pop those hips up, it pulls into the low back, so on and so forth. Really try to mobilize those out. Stability is going to be glutes. Again, I told you guys it would be sounding like a broken record, right? We're looking glutes, stabilize so much of the posterior chain, protects the low back. Go ahead and warm those up. Helps to make sure we squat right at the same time. And then, of course, lats, guys. The lats are going to be gigantic. Go ahead and warm up because if the lats are too tight, especially for you RX plusers, right? When you go ahead and you press overhead, it's going to prevent you from actually pressing in a vertical plane. For those of you that are doing the burpees, if we activate the lat, we actually go ahead and give it a chance to keep the shoulders when we're down on the ground, having the burpees to be down here rather than being trap dominant and being like, I don't understand why my shoulders always hurt when I go ahead and do burpees or I do push-ups because we're up here. So activate the lats and they might have a chance to keep the shoulders down. Other than that, guys, let's go to behind the scenes. I went ahead, I talked to you guys about the HIPAA release form that you should put me on if you end up going to Northwest Sports and Rehab to see Anthony and Dom. And remember, we do have the mobility class that I mentioned yesterday. I told you I would go ahead and give you the specific weeks that we work on specific items in the mobility stability class. Every first week, every first Tuesday of the month, we work on squats. Every second Tuesday of the month, we work on pressing overhead. Every third, we work on hinging, think good mornings, deadlifts, items like that. And then there's a fourth Tuesday of the month, right? Usually there is, though, it's going to be pulling from a vertical position, in a vertical plane. There's that, guys. We're going to go ahead and keep on moving on. Remember, Frosty Friday is this Friday, Cinco de Mayo as well. So it's going to be themed as such. So we hope to see you there. And also, if any of you are wondering where I got my really sweet haircut, hey, Coach Nick, it's going to be from our one and only Coach Jay that coaches Thursdays midday. If you guys don't know, he actually goes ahead and offers to cut people's hair. Usually, if you go to Junior Juarez, it does cost quite a bit of money for him to cut your hair, but if you do it here, it's $25. Still the deal, really good at what he does. Go ahead, hit him up if you're ever in classes on Thursday and you have him as coach, get his contact for member, and you guys can coordinate from there. Guys, as always, be relentless, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend after this workout that I just explained. Have a good one.